Well, Dean, Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 0. That's us into the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Good goal by Big Dan Burn to get his first goal for the club, and our J7 just to get that second goal, just to put the game in the bag for us.
I would say that's one of the best football I ever watched in 2023. I think that's the best. Even though we're back at St James's Park in 2023, that's the way to start, and what a way to bounce back from an embarrassing defeat in the FA Cup, and I think it's done us a favour. But I think the first 21 minutes, we just dominated right from the start, and to be honest, we could have been 4 or 5 goals up. I think Sean Longstaff, I don't know how he missed it, but he said like that. He should have, he should have. I think it was just lucky that Leicester managed to hold on by half-time, and then second half, we carried on where we left off. Joe Lennon hit the bloody post. I thought he could have scored, but then 6'7", Dan Burn scored right in the right-hand corner, megged off the Leicester City defender, straight it back. Like, keeper had no chance whatsoever.
Celebrated right in front of where I was sitting as well, which was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the link-up play was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yes, honestly, that is one of the best. That's why I see 1-2 passing. That's what you need to do. Keep consistent. Leicester had no chance to respond or anything like that. That's what we need to do, because if we keep attacking like that, we would have been scoring more goals. I think, to be honest, we could have scored 10 the way we played.
Yep. Julian get the second. I mean, he could miss that one, could he, Charlie?
Nah, that's how to finish a goal like that. Not like Chris Wood missing a thick and set like that. That's how Joe Lennon does. He hits a near corner, keeper had no chance. The game was done. That was it. Game over.
Absolutely. Well, glad Chris Wood didn't come on. That was the good thing. Isak came on. He looks very sharp. He looked very sharp for me, I thought.
I think definitely the way he's run play and everything like that, he looked like he was dying to play. Honestly, the way he was playing, the way he was performing, he was showing that he wanted to be part of the team. So I think Isaac did really well. I'm really impressed how he's done. So even though he's only played a few minutes, but I'm hoping that Eddie Howe will give him a full game at some point, and then hopefully hopefully somewhere soon he'll get full many goals.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, we do have a game on Sunday against Fulham. How do you think we'll do in that one?
It won't be an easy game. Fulham have surprised us this season, where they played with Mitrovic and a few other players and all that. So I think Fulham will give us a game. I think we can do it, but I think Fulham will give us a game. I believe he will. I think with Mitrovic playing the way he's playing best football he's ever played for a long time, and with the Fulham players around him and where they are sitting, I think it's going to be a close game, tight game. I think we've got a chance.
Absolutely. And last one, who would you like us in the semi-final? Anyone? Or who do you think it's going to be?
50-50 between us, because there's a possibility we might face either Manchester United or Man City, or there's a possibility we'll get either Wolves or Northern Forest. Who knows? If we're drawn in the first leg in a way, that's a chance. And then second leg, I bet you 52,000 Newcastle United fans will be roaring in that second leg in the semi-final to get us in that final to Wembley. We're one step closer. We're not there yet. We've got one step closer. And plus, it's the first time now we've reached the semi-final since 1976. How are you, lads?
Absolutely. Well, brilliant.
Yes.
Lawrence, Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 0. That's us in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Goal scored by none other than our Miss Dan Burn. Great goal. And J7 just to kill that game off for us.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the first, when we play the semi-final, the first time we've done it since the day before my 6th birthday. And, you know, the first time we've been able to attend a domestic cup final here since 2006, when we lost to Chelsea here. And it's come 14 years to the day of my first game when we drew against West Ham 2-2.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, could have scored in the first half. I think Sean Longstaff's got a score for me.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have to look back at it later. I mean, it wasn't at my end, but yeah, he has to do better.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, but second half, we got the goals. I mean, for Dan Burn's goal, the link-up play is really, really good, isn't it?
Just brilliant, and you know, coming in from left back, and so good to finally see him get his first goal for the club. Local lad, we've got that chant about him, and you know, because he's been brilliant since he came in a year ago. We just didn't have that goal, but finally he's got it tonight. And what an occasion, and doing a sheer celebration, I think.
Yep, came right down my end as well, which was absolutely brilliant to see him celebrate as well. J7, I know he hit the post before, but he couldn't have missed that one, surely, could he?
Nice pass and a nice finish from Joe Linton to kill the game off.
Certainly was, wasn't it? I mean, just couldn't miss from there, could he? Isak, when he came on, I thought it looked very sharp for me. I think you can tell Wood's going to be down the pecking order now, but Isak, it's great to see him back. He looks sharp for me.
Be good if we can get him fully fit, and then hopefully next season, Qual can maybe be a second choice striker, and Chris Wood can leave the club. But yeah, I think Isak getting 45 minutes has stood in the world of good, and he looked good again today.
He certainly did. He looked sharp. That's why Chris Wood, I'm glad, sat on the bench.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely as well. Well, and of course we've got Fulham on Sunday. Can we win that?
Definitely. It won't be an easy game, but yeah, hopefully we can win. I mean, because they've actually beaten the last few games, James. They've beaten the Championship 3-1. They've had a couple of draws here last couple of times in the Premier League, but hopefully we'll get the win against them this time. Absolutely.
And one last thing. Who do you think we're going to get in the semi-finals, and who would you like to get?
Oh, you know what? It'd probably be our luck to get one of the Manchester clubs. I mean, I expect Man City to win tomorrow night. Hopefully it's Forest or Wolves. I'd be more confident with them over 2 legs. I think we'll want the second leg here, providing, we haven't been hammered first leg, which, I mean, that's very unlikely. But, the Manchester clubs, Man City, they played each other in a lot of semi-finals, particularly in the League Cup, so hopefully that will be the case again. But if we get one of them, first leg's away, then it's more a case of staying in the game, and then obviously got a chance back here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Paul, Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 0. That's us into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. What a great goal by Dan Burn against his first goal for the club. And J7 just wraps it up when he scores his goal.
This is the first half. I thought, oh God, here we go again. The chances that we were missing, not hitting the target again. Sean with the first couple of minutes, brilliant move, and then Bruno with some thumping shots. And you started the second half, and you started to get that feel where Leicester was starting to get a few corners, thinking it's going to be one of them games. And then Dan Burn steps up and. I mean, what a goal that was. The composure he showed, just to keep it on his right foot and bend it into the corner.
The link-up play was brilliant, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, the link-up play was great all through the game. We went a little bit quiet, I thought, from around the half-hour mark up until half-time. It sort of died down. Leicester got a bit more into the game. But again, we show our true quality. It could have been 9-2 tonight. I mean, Vardy doesn't miss them very often.
He doesn't.
In front of
You
goal.
can tell his legs are going a bit now.
And then his left foot shot just past the post. So they could have scored a couple of goals, but if you look at our chances, we could have scored 6, 7 or 8. I mean, it's just one of them games. Danny Ward made some fantastic saves for them, especially second half. They had a great one from Sean in the first half. So all in all, I mean, nobody can complain about the result, and we're in the semis.
Absolutely. Well, J7 hit the post as well, but I think there's a chance he couldn't have missed that, could he?
Well, you know what it is, how many times we said in the past about Joe Linton panicking when he gets into the box, but the composure he showed there, just to slide the ball into the far corner, he knew where the keeper was, he knew where he was putting it, and he put it straight in. And the thing is, that's all changed now. The composure that they're showing on the court. Joe Linton was a man mountain tonight, he was all over the place again. I mean, this guy is just incredible, and we were standing here a couple of years ago saying, get him sold, he's crap. But this has to be one of the greatest turnarounds in a footballer I've ever seen. He's just incredible.
Absolutely, it really was. Isak coming on, he looked sharp, I thought, as well. I'm glad he's back fit now.
Well, I'm glad as well, because it means Chris Wood he's further away from the pitch.
He absolutely stayed on the bench.
I mean, the thing is, with Maxi getting fit again, Isak coming back, it gives us more options. Maxi, he's going to get game time, he's going to get fit again, and he'll be back. And what a strike, what a forward line we have. You know, Miggy was brilliant tonight. You know, Callum Wilson to me still doesn't look fit. His touch is just not there at the minute, but that'll come back. I just hope the injuries that he's had are not starting to take toll on him. That's the only worry I have. But apart from that, I mean, every man tonight was excellent.
Fulham at home on Saturday. Can we win that? It's not going to be easy to win at the end of the season. Who says just the way we're playing, we can grab it at 3 points normally.
The thing is, mate, nobody's going to look forward to coming and playing here now. Nobody. They know what it's like. The atmosphere, the intensity. Not just the fans, but the players. Nobody's going to want to come and play us now at St James's. You know, we've got all the big guns still to come as well, and hopefully we stick it right up to them and all when the likes of Man United and Liverpool come. But Fulham, yes, they're a good side. They're not as good as us. You know, we're third in the league for a reason.
Absolutely. And final thing, who do you think we're going to get in the semis, and who would you like us to get in the semis?
Well, I've already said Man City. It's probably going to be Man City just because of it's Newcastle in it. So, however, you never know. I mean, Southampton could perform a miracle and beat them tomorrow. But who's the other Wolves? Nottingham Forest. It's probably Nottingham, I think. Realistically, you know, if we want to. If we were to pick a team to play in the semi-finals, it would either be Wolves or Forest, wouldn't it, to be fair.
Well, we'll just see when that draw gets made tomorrow. Well, and
cheers, bud.
Alex, Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 0. That's us in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Great goal by Dan Biddy against his first goal for the club. And G7 just wraps it up for us for 1 second.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to go and see the Damper goal back yet, but in real time, it looked like he was waiting for somebody else to make the move, and he just went, oh, I guess I'll just do it myself. Right footed, slotted in the corner, I couldn't believe it. J7 as well, Joe Linton away on the left wing, good composure, good composure they never used to have. Brilliant goal. It should have been more, really should have been more.
Yeah, the 10th of the first on, I think Longstaff should have scored for me.
Yeah, I was quite far away from that, to the back end of level 7, so I couldn't. It was tough to see how hard of an opportunity that was. I'll go with my standard answer that from there, really, I'd like to see you hitting the target at least.
As well. You've got to talk about that, Dan Bird. I mean, you could tell what that meant to him as well. He came right down and celebrated in front of where I was sitting as well. He's suited that role very well now, that left back role now.
Yeah, he had a very good game today. Some of the switches Leicester tried, he was very switched on to cutting them out. A few little one-touch flicks.
On that left wing, you know, there's a reason Willock got away so many times. It was because Byrne was in the right place, playing the right ball. The goal was incredible. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's really growing into a fullback role. He's slowly improving at it week on week. So much so that he definitely looks like a fullback now. I mean, I can't see a centre-back scoring that, but our centre-backs are quite talented. Botman gets in good areas, and Cher does score bangers. So.
Absolutely. Joe Linton, and we know he hit the post as well, but he couldn't have missed that one, surely, could he? I mean, nice, cool finish, just to put that in the bottom corner.
Yeah, Joe Linton was absolutely immense today. The pressing until the end of the game, the constant, just everywhere. The physicality, link-up play, allowing Willock to... Because let's not forget, Joe Linton was playing left wing, and it was mostly Willock running down that left side, because they were quite interchangeable, and that is why Maxey's on the bench, because that Joe Linton-Willock role, they're playing really well together. And yeah, the goal... I expect him to score those now, because he's just so... He's definitely... He's a proper experienced senior pro now at the club, and you back him to score it, and he did.
Absolutely. Isak, I thought looked very sharp when he come on. I'm glad he's back fit, and just hope it keeps Chris Wood out the side now.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fair. I'd like to see him get a few more minutes. He does look. He looks very hungry. There was a few opportunities where he should have passed, and he wanted to take it on his own, but he won a corner in doing so. So fair enough. I'm happy if our number 9s are happy to be selfish. You know, that's absolutely fair, especially if they're winning set pieces for us. But he looks very hungry. I'd like to see some more minutes, because Wilson did looked a little lethargic today for me. He did put in a lot of work, but I don't think he's at 100% fitness yet. I think it's more of a fitness thing, not a quality thing. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the thing, wasn't it? Well, Fulham on Sunday. Can we grab 3 points? I know it's not going to be easy with the way Fulham are playing, but you fancy us for 3 points, don't you, the way we're playing?
I do, yeah. It's just down to just being focused and switched on. If I point to those 2 Vardy opportunities, that's something we can't afford to let happen against Fulham, because if we do switch off, players like Mitrovic are very, very intelligent. They're hungry, waiting at the back post, front post, anywhere. So Botman, Burns, Schär, they've just got to make sure that they're the big boys in the box. They've got to make sure they stay focused until the final whistle goes, and just let the lads at the other end score the goals. That being said, maybe it'll be Burns scoring again. Who knows?
Well, we'll see. And the last thing, who do you think we're going to get in the semis, and who would you like us to get?
Ooh, I think we'll get Man United, and I want Man United. I don't like them, and I want to knock them out.
I think we all do, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. It's an old enemy. They got the luck of the draw. I think Charlton were the only non-Premier League team left in the draw, and Man United managed to get them. And I just think they need humbling a little bit. 2 draws all season, lots of sort of scrappy wins and offside goals, very fluky in the league. We go home and away. We got 0-0 at Old Trafford. We're yet to play them at St James's Park this year, but I think we're stronger at home. So I'd like to get a good draw and beat them and earn the place in the final. So, yeah, Man United for me.
Absolutely. Well done. Brilliant. Thank you. Archer, Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 0. That's us in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. What a goal from Dan Burn. Link-up play was brilliant, and J7 just wraps it up for us.
What a great result for the tune. Obviously, Dan Burns scored. Great goal for him. Just laced it into the corner, and then Joe Linton just does what he does best. Just cracking goal for Joe Linton.
Absolutely. I mean, we had some chance in the first half. I think Longstaff should score in the first half. Do you think?
Willock just crossed the ball in, and Longstaff should have just scored. It's just he just should have just tapped it in. And what does he do? Just flipping is what Longstaff does, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But second half, the goals did come. We've got to look at the link-up play for Dan Burns' goal. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's flipping brilliant. Great. It's just unbelievable the way he hold his man off and just powered straight through into the box and just taps it into the net.
Absolutely. Joe Linton hit the post before, but he couldn't have missed that chance now. Just nice finish in the corner. Brilliant.
He missed a setter, hit the post, and then, like you said, great link-up play. Obviously, Joe Linton just put it in the corner net. Just 2-0, what you expect, semi-finals.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, Isak coming on. I thought he looked very sharp for me. I'm glad he's back fit now, as long as it keeps Chris Wood out the side now.
Yeah, I'm glad Isak's back fit. At least he gets 45 minutes or just half an hour on the pitch, 20 minutes or so, just to get his fitness back up. That's all we need, but Chris was just awful.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we've got Fulham on Sunday. Do you fancy us for 3 points? It's not going to be easy. It's the way Fulham are playing this season, but I think you fancy us the way that we're playing.
Yeah, I fancy us beating Fulham on Sunday, 2:00. I reckon we've got a chance. At least, we got beaten in the FA Cup against Wednesday. But that performance just shows now we can start building a winning run now. We've got Fulham, so we can easily beat Fulham.
And last thing, who do you think will get in the semis Who would you like us to get?
I would happy to take either Man United or possibly Forest or Wolves.
Why them two? Do you want to avoid City and keep it to the final?
I just want to avoid City. We'll dominate them in the final.
Well, right, I think it's time for you know what. You again.
Away the tune! Wembley! Wembley! Oh, yes!
Chowty, Newcastle United 2, Leicester City 0. That's us in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. What a goal, great goal by Dampin to get his face for the club. And J7 just wraps it up for us.
Fantastic performance from start to finish. I felt like, they say in a quarter-final it's always nervy because you never know what can happen. Obviously we're at home in a great atmosphere and you don't know what sort of Leicester side's going to turn up. And I felt like all night we were comfortable on the ball. I felt like we were just playing, how we normally play under Eddie. Just passing the ball around really good. Everything was so slick tonight. I just thought, it was only a matter of time before we were going to sort of put Leicester City to the sword, because we know that they're not having the best of seasons and we're having a dream of a season, and we knew what was on the line tonight, and given how well we are doing, we've shown what we're capable of in front of the Sky cameras and the world, what we can do and what we can achieve under this new ownership. And I have to say it was just a good all-round performance. I thought both goals were fantastic. Dan Burn took his, brilliant. And I say Joe Linton wrapped it up with another composed finish. We could have had more on the night, if it wasn't for Ward for Leicester. I felt like they went 6s and 7s. I think Paul said it could have been double figures. I actually totally agree. I said bring on anyone else who were getting the semi-final.
Absolutely. I mean, could have had some opportunities which probably should have took. Do you think Longstaff should have scored in the first half?
Oh, dearie me, it was a massive miss in the first 5 minutes or so. Leicester should probably have been put to the sword by half-time. But we know that in this competition, there's no easy side, especially if it's a Premier League side. Actually, to be fair, we've played Bournemouth, we've played Crystal Palace, and they've always been like sort of slim margins. And yeah, I said at half-time, you still have that little bit of fear that maybe something could happen. But the way we started in that second half, hitting the post as well, through Big Joe, you just had that sense that we were actually going to go on and, score the couple of goals that we did. And most importantly, after what happened against Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup, it was important that we put on the performance tonight, just to remind anyone who had any doubts that we are still a good side. And that we are challenging on sort of some fronts, including the League Cup. I said, we could have scored more goals, on the night. But at the end of the day, what's more important is a clean sheet as well. It's always good for the confidence. Seeing goals, from like Dan Burn, it'll do him the world of more confidence. Absolutely. And Dan Burn, he's from Blythe.
Absolutely. Again, we've got to go back to that goal. The link-up play is just brilliant, isn't it?
It is. It's off the training ground, isn't it? And I say Leicester obviously caught cold at the back, not for the first time tonight. Obviously they've got their problems, but we can only focus on what we can do, and we're playing some really good football this season, and it's great for this club, this fan base. We deserve this. We deserve a semi-final whatever happens, and we deserve nights like this. And Eddie Howe, special credit to him, the staff. I've mentioned the fans. Everyone's united. Everyone's getting behind the team. You can see what the players are doing. They're giving absolutely everything. They've left nothing on that pitch, and they've just gone and done it. And I said, bring on Man City, bring on Man United, Wolves, whoever, I don't care. We're in the semi-finals, fantastic.
Oh, yes, absolutely. J7, we know he hit the post, but he couldn't have missed that. Nice finish in the bottom corner, just to wrap it up, definitely.
Well, that's it, again, like good play, once the ball was to Joe Linton, but he wasn't going to miss. Ward was he wasn't going to save. He's not the best of goalkeepers, let's be honest. Obviously, I know Jamie Vardy, he missed a sitter at the other end, but
tell his legs are starting to go now.
I think I say for Leicester, I think they were second best all night. But I said, we've got the goals, we've got the job done, and I said we can dream now with a semi-final, and we can possibly believe that we can go on and get to the final.
Absolutely. Isak coming on, I thought looked very sharp tonight as well.
Yeah, he was really good. Could have scored as well on the night. It's good to see him back on the pitch, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can keep him, on the pitch for the remainder of the season and push on, for those European spots.
And keep Chris Wood with the line-up at the side at the moment as well, definitely. Fulham on Sunday. You fancy us for another win? Who says we can't? Even though Fulham, they're playing well, but look at where we are.
Well, this is it. You know, we're riding high. I said we need to just forget about the FA Cup game, forget about Sheffield Wednesday. They were the better side on the day. They wanted that the most. We've got to win tonight. You know, we'll win the semi-final. A bit of confidence going into Fulham. They've actually got a game against Chelsea as well, so they might be a little bit tired, but we can't see it like that on Sunday. I think again the crowd will be back. 52,000 fans. I think it'll be quite a close game because Fulham has said they're having a good season. They're not 7 for no reason. But I think we'll get the job done. 3 points, and we'll just keep kicking on from there. As I said, Eddie Howe's Black and White Army, keep believing. How are the lads?
Absolutely. And the final one, who will be getting in the semis? Who would you like? I know you said anyone, but it's hard to call, isn't it?
That's it. Who do I want? Do you know what? I'd take Nottingham Forest over 2 legs. Okay. I really would. I think City ground first. And then the dream, the second leg at St James's, do them in and get into the final. I don't care who we play beyond that. But I'd say we'll see what happens and see who we get in the draw. We'll watch tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Well, brilliant. Thank you.